What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chewed Ups and Spit Out. As always, I'm Just Dusty.
And I'm still Jeff.
And sitting with us here today, we have the wonderful, the amazing, the Blaine Bailey from In the Weeds. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Stoked to be back, guys.
Yeah, it's great to have you back.
Great to have you back. You're one of our favorite guests. Not throwing shade at other guests, but Kyle.
Screw those others.
Name dropping already, jeez.
Yeah.
That only took 30 seconds.
That only took 30 seconds. Yeah. We're back for our second season. We've taken a long break. Things have happened.
Yeah, stuff always happens.
Stuff always happens. I have a kid now. I'm somebody's father.
Poor kiddo.
Poor kid. Yeah. He's got to deal with this 24/7. Yeah. Jeff's still cooking along. Blaine's still doing his In the Weeds thing. Tell us a little bit kind of about what you got going on over there these days, Blaine.
Well, I mean, for the first part, we're in the paper together.
Yeah,
This past week.
I forgot to mention that. We were not to say we're big shots or anything, but we were in the paper.
Durango
Together?
famous
Yeah.
with the Herald.
Local paper, just in case you were wondering.
Front page.
Front page news over here.
Medium fish in a small fucking pond.
Yeah, so it's been good. We've still been growing. We've recently got our first employee, hired a program coordinator. Oh, God.
Woo!
Oh, God. There goes the mic.
There goes the mic.
Should I just hold this thing for a little bit?
Yeah, if you
until our
want.
pause break?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Just do it like it's stand up.
Robot arm holding the door.
Robot arm. Yeah.
So yeah, we recently hired a program coordinator. She's helping me out with just the basic day-to-day type stuff, running sport groups, yoga. We got a snowshoe trip up this Wednesday, which we just got done finishing testing the grill for that. So
yeah, if you haven't seen the video, look on YouTube. Yeah.
So stoked about that, and allowed for me to just focus on the administrative stuff.
Nice.
Lots of spreadsheets. It's so great.
Spreadsheets. All of the sheets just spreading.
Yep.
Yeah.
Learning things about taxes and bookkeeping.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
The snowshoe trip, though, that sounds like it's a cool little venture. Have you been doing kind of a lot of that style of stuff, like outdoorsy outings?
Yeah. So over the summer, we had like raft trips and paddleboarding available for everybody in the restaurant industry. And so we're looking at, or I guess what we found kind of interesting enough was like, you know, we have our support groups and getting people to talk about their emotions and like putting them in a space is like, people don't want to do that. Like they feel like they're forced to talk. Like I don't want to be forced to talk about my shit.
Yeah.
So
we're stoic badasses.
Yeah. And so we found like over the summer when we would do these paddleboarding trips, like these mellower outdoor activities, folks would just start to open up on their own because you're like kind of steady doing your, you know, you're just paddling mellow. It's nothing, you know, we're not strenuous or anything.
That makes sense. Get them on a task.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
and then all of a sudden it's like people are more willing to
chat about
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're like, all right, what can we do in the winter, not only outside of snowboarding and skiing, but, you know, that's not as strenuous and we're looking at snowshoeing and like option for those folks that aren't even into the mountain or whatever. Like, hey, let's just go walk around on deep freaking snow. Ooh, I can say the F-bomb.
Yeah, you can.
Fuck yeah, fucking
deep
snow.
fucking snow. Yeah.
So,
have you thought about organizing trips to hunt the rich?
So it's in the process.
It's in the process.
We're looking for the legalities around that and what countries we can do that in.
Yeah.
It might still be hunting Americans, but not in America.
Yeah.
Open waters on their yachts.
Yeah.
Maritime rules apply.
Yeah. You're a billionaire. Just be careful once you hit open waters, bitch.
I'm looking forward to an epic snowball fight. Got one of those planned up?
Yep. Fuck yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd actually be a kind of a fun festivity, organizing like not just some snowball, like throw snowballs at each other, but like get some people out there to build fortresses and organize a snowball war. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. It's like a safe way of taking out your anger.
Yeah, exactly.
Epic capture the flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have for the snowshoe trip, the guy leading it, he is one of the barbacks at the ranch and or El Rancho Tavern.
El Rancho.
Only the finest of taverns.
Only the ranchiest.
But yeah, great spot. He's graduating in his psychology degree and outdoor recreation this semester. And so he's really looking into wilderness therapy and all that. So it'll be awesome him leading. And it's going to be super chilled, not very, I don't know what you call it, like scheduled or by the books or anything. It's just like, what do you want to hang out, talk about, whatever. Like, so he knows a lot about avalanches, so he's gonna cut out some snow. We want to like talk about what avalanche, like the different levels of snow look like. But then he can also get into the psychology behind things. You know, it's kind of wherever everybody wants to go and lead that conversation. So
give people options of venues to take it down.
Yeah. So
I think most restaurants probably need to have a psychologist on the clock.
Dude, for real, like
ditch HR. HR isn't needed in a restaurant. What you need is a proper psychologist. You need someone more professional than HR.
I probably mentioned something like that in the that first time I was on here. Is like whenever I graduated culinary school, they came out with a survey after I graduated, like, what could we do better? I was like, fucking psychology class, dude. Like, that's half the shit.
Like how to keep your shit together.
Mirapro and mise en place is great, but I need to know about brain science right now.
We need a more in-depth study. We're gonna need a professional.
I'm about to freak the fuck out.
I thought it was kind of funny back in our culinary school that we went to. They had an English class, and I'm like, I don't need an English class. Like, can I take a Spanish class? I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I fucked off all of English class, and I directly told the fucking English teacher, I'm like, I speak English fluently. Like, there's no sense. And you can say what you want about my performance in this class, but of course I never took it seriously. I'm here to cook, and you're trying to teach me basic English. I understand the need, but like Jeff said, it should be an option.
Right.
English or Spanish, you get to choose that way if you need to know one.
If you're writing the menu, maybe a little need of English class.
Oh, yeah.
But whenever you're operating a kitchen, Spanish, French, like so many different languages, such a diverse culture back there.
Yeah, I can't say that verbs or adverbs or the difference between them ever really came up in my cooking work. You know?
Yeah. Now, I speak a lot of French when I cook. Fuck, motherfucker, cocksucker, fucker.
Absolutely.
That was funny. We just took a trip to Costa Rica. It was my first vacation in like 6 years or so. Which wasn't that, it was like, oh, you got a fucking vacation in 10 years? Fucking A.
You're doing good.
What a decade.
But it was me and two other restaurant guys, and we're like, so do you know Spanish? Like, kitchen Spanish? Like, we're all like, fuck. All I know is kitchen Spanish, which is only going to get our asses kicked.
Pinche puta.
I can order tons of food.
No, very different versions of the word huevos. Talking about my balls.
I just wanted some eggs. The next thing I know, I'm teabagging.
But it was awesome because we got down there and like we're in these smaller little village towns and like trying to figure out what to do, where to go, and all that. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go talk to the kitchen because they're probably the guys that we can actually talk with. And I just went back and they're like, hola amigo, ¿qué pasa? Like, cochina en la America, jefe, blah blah blah. And then we're like, oh yeah, sí. And like, yeah, chupas mis huevitos. And they're like, and they would like fucking take us out and like show us around and shit. So it was awesome.
Nice.
That's nice. That's where you'd want to go for weed too.
Well, for about anything.
It's for about anything. Yeah. I had a friend who had told me, and that was like their trick to going to Mexico. They're like, you can do it safely. You can go to another country safely. You just got to not look for any of the like seedier stuff. Like, don't try to get any drugs or anything. I'm like, no, you're just doing it the wrong way. You're just going to the guy in the alley who's like, can I sell you something? If there's a guy in an alley and his intro to you is, "Can I sell you something?" You're surely getting robbed. You're 100% like, not without a doubt. Go to a restaurant or a bar, on the other hand.
Fuck, just catch a cab.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. The equity down there with the drug dealers and the hookers and everything is, they come by and go, Malta, weed, cocaine, lesbians, gays, women, men, not women or men, anything you want, we got it.
Damn, they got non-binaries. They're upgrading down there.
Trans. Yeah, man, that's a very diverse view.
Very diversity. That's super cool. Somehow your workplace is more diversified than most American workplaces.
No shit.
When the drugs and hookers guy does it right.
Don't want to offend anybody, but we serve all.
We have all are available.
Just start booking myself a vacation. Damn.
Yeah.
So what are you doing for your vacation? Well, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I have options.
Turns out I have a lot of options.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was amazing. It was fucking awesome going down there to just chill out. For the most part, like, we didn't do shit. Like, all of us have been working our asses off, and we stayed at friends that had a place out in the middle of the jungle, like middle of fucking nowhere in the jungle, and chilled out there, just relaxed. Went to the beach for a couple days, saw some waterfall. Like, did some of the touristy stuff, but for the most part, just kicked it and hung out on the balcony and
in a tropical environment. I'm very jealous of you right now.
Oh, it was very nice. But like, whenever I got back, so much more energy. Just like, I had the motivation, was able to do shit. Like, and it wasn't that I was motivated before I left. It was just like, all right, same shit every day or whatever.
Yeah, you got to break up the monotony.
Yeah,
occasionally.
Recharge yourself.
Yeah. And I was
get out of city limits. Go do something.
Like, I need somewhere there is no Wi-Fi. I'm not able to look at my internet or my email or text messages or anything. It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of those where you have to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, chilling's the only thing to do, so shucks, looks like I'm chilling.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Need some practice at that.
And it was also so much cheaper. Like, I fucking had some amazing food there. Went to an awesome restaurant. One of those, like, where you, well, I guess we didn't do the 12-course option, but the 7-course was at the bar and lounge area. But it was like $70 for a 12-course meal, where you just brought the little 2-bite, 3-bite options.
Oh, I bet that was dang
like,
too.
Yeah, and it was one of those that here in America it would be like $500 fucking dollars.
Yeah,
like, hell yes. So awesome food. We had, it wasn't necessarily like a food poisoning thing, but we did have one bad experience, and it was odd because it was in this small village that was like definitely not tourist town, and we didn't belong there. We were being eyed by everybody.
Everyone's like, what the fuck are they doing here?
Like, y'all, I need to get the fuck out of here.
You guys know you're gonna get murdered, right?
Like, everybody's gathering around for the show of us getting murdered or something.
Oh wow.
But
is it just me, or do those guys look like they want to be hollowed out and stuffed full of cocaine?
We got food, and I think it was like the depiction of feeding Americans there. He's like, oh, yep, it's American, so let's feed them American food. And it was like nachos, but he sprayed like ketchup and mustard on everything.
Oh, wow. No, you Americans love your ketchup.
Yeah. And it was like, whenever you force yourself to eat something out of respect, it's just like,
I don't want to get killed.
Yeah, I'm going to eat
God,
half
that's
of this.
So horrible.
I'm the only person here without a machete. What the hell?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, homeboy in the corner just eyeing you, just sharpening a machete on a wheel.
God.
I'm so glad we rented a car this time.
He's been following us around, sharpening that machete for hours.
Got a whole grinder that
he's got a whole grinder set up. Yeah.
Got a little case of indigestion now.
Yeah. Yeah, little did you know, too, that's something they never would serve. That's just, as soon as you come in, they're like, yeah, we're going to make this motherfucker eat something nasty.
Bet you won't do it. Watch this.
He won't do it. Oh, watch, he will. Americans are really afraid of Machete Guy.
Oh, one thing that was fucking awesome, like seeing how the local like restaurants worked and everything, you know, like the food delivery trucks. So like traffic was fucking crazy there. That was my favorite part, was driving through it, because there's no laws at all. Like, it was just like cutting everybody off. You're tailgating everybody. You're fucking speeding.
Which lane are we in? There are no lanes.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was like, who crosses the one lane bridge first? Whoever gets there fucking first. So, like, but we're in this smaller town, and there's like 5 restaurants down this main drag, and there's a delivery truck coming down. And he's driving real slow, holding up traffic. But what's happening is he's driving so slow, he can't stop. He doesn't want to stop traffic. So literally they have the back of the truck open. Dudes are unloading their product while he's slowly driving down the road. And I see the chef like come running out of the restaurant, jump onto the side of the driver's side door, and like is signing the paper while the driver is signing also. Like they're both signing, and he's just like never stopped.
Just
like,
still
wow.
going. Yeah.
God damn, that's
That's
efficiency.
efficient. Yeah.
No kidding.
We need to get our shit together. Motherfuckers be blocking alleyways for like half an hour here. Yeah.
Like, motherfucker never stops, man.
Yeah. I need $3. You don't need shit. You just need more motivation. Yeah.
Definitely it changes the term throwing freight.
Yeah. Vámonos.
Like what you get is what you can grab.
Sometimes you get your why didn't you get product? We weren't fast enough today.
Yeah, why aren't there any potatoes? Well, we were a man short, so yeah. He was the fast one.
Yeah. Restaurant across the street got him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tomas sprained his ankle, so
That was awesome. That was so much fun. It was like cool seeing that different style of how things work.
Yeah, that would be quite the experience indeed. You know, particularly being in the industry and all that stuff. Like, how did you do it over here?
yeah. Very efficiently.
Workforce is much different.
Yeah.
Don't take your shift meal until after the truck comes.
Yeah. I wonder too if you were just smooth enough. Yeah. Just slide in there and do your grocery shopping. Like, yeah, can I put some food on your restaurant's order? You can try. I hope you're fast enough.
Wow. Absolutely nuts to see something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We're hoping there's a lot of retirees down there, because you can be, just making 6 figures here in America and be making $1 million. You'd be a millionaire down there.
Yeah.
But ran into a guy who's like, yeah, if I don't have to go to San Jose today, I'll buy us all tomahawk steaks and y'all cook and make the meal for 10 people and all this at my mansion. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. We're like trying to be cool. Like, I mean, we're kind of busy, but we might be able to make some time for that.
I guess I could do a mansion party.
He's like, come on. And then, the next day, he's like, oh, yep, got to leave town. Like, fuck.
Can we go to your mansion still and eat tomahawk steaks?
Yeah. I can't afford them for the next 30 years of my life.
Yeah, you don't have to be there. I mean, yeah.
I'll do the dishes.
Yeah, I'll clean up.
Yeah, actually, had one of our old general managers move down there. Shout out to Denise. Hope things are going well.
Yeah, that's right. She did.
Yeah.
Living the dream down by the beach.
Yeah. It was amazing. I got back to Denver and it was snowing and just, nope.
Fuck it.
Nope.
Yeah, still in your shorts. Nope. Not even acknowledging this.
Head in the sand style.
Yeah. I'm going to go outside in my flip-flops and we're going to play beach volleyball.
One case of frostbite later.
And that's how he lost 3 of his toes.
Well, dude, tell us about the baby.
Yeah, so I had a kid, little kid. Yeah, he's growing. It is insane the rate that they grow.
Getting less and less little every day.
I know. Yeah, he was like a lump of clay a few months ago. And now he's like a little human that likes to yell at me.
He casually gives you the finger.
Casually gives me the finger. Yeah, we've got a good picture of that. Very, very casual middle fingering. And I think he gets that from me.
Probably,
yeah.
It's hereditary at this point.
It's hereditary, yeah. Just casually flipping people off. How could he have picked that one up?
I'll get him in the dish pit in about 3 years.
Yeah. I still like the idea of just covering a baby with scrubbers and just letting him roll around in the dish pit.
Well, might be an OSHA thing at that point.
It might be. Yeah. Be fun for the baby, though.
I hear they're the cleanest.
They're the cleanest. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be the downside. Yeah, so we just got to the dishes that he put into the rinse sink. Yeah, he's shit. He's shit real big.
I don't know if your sanitizer is brown, but I don't think that's right.
And there's something that people will not tell you beforehand about kids. So like there's diaper sizes as they progress up in size, but no one tells you that pretty much from like month 3 on, it's like they could have the shit of a 3-month-old, or they could just spontaneously have a shit of a 7-year-old.
Is that an adult man shit?
Yeah, dude's dropped adult-sized deuces before. I was like, oh my God, how did you do that?
How'd that all fit in there?
You had a 3-month-old diaper and it did not catch all of this. It's full up to your shoulder.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. That's parenting in a nutshell.
Love it.
Yeah. It's amazing, though. Amazing.
And I got to chime in here and say that, unfortunately for all of us, he's just as chatty as his dad.
Yep. Yep. He loves to talk and squeal.
Yeah, gotta work on the diction a little bit, though.
Yeah. I don't know if "ee" is a word.
Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that.
Cute little bugger, though.
The thing I realized, though, too, about parenting, and I didn't realize it till afterwards, is that, like, parenting is very much like a cult in the way that parents do it. Like all the stuff I just said, you'll never, if you were to go to any parent, including me, because I got indoctrinated, you were to be like, I'm thinking about having kids. I would just rattle off like a million really pretty sounding things that you'll hear from every parent. Like, oh, it's a total blessing. You'll never know love like you'll know love for a child. No one tells you like, oh, you're going to have a little creature. He's going to slap you in the face, spit on you, and then scream. Just grab you by your cheeks and scream at full volume. And you're still going to love him.
I feel like that might be the best description I've ever heard of it, is that it's a cult.
Yeah.
It's a cult.
Yeah. And then, and like when
no matter what you can do, you can't stop loving them.
You can't stop loving them. No, you're in it for life. And you're going to indoctrinate your friends, too, because then you'll be like, they'll have fucking kids. My kids can play with their kids, and I can finally barbecue again. I can eat something that's not a Spaghetti-O.
Jeez.
I've invested $1 million in this kid in fucking 18 years.
In 18 years. Yeah, exactly. Should I have one, though? It sounds expensive. No, not expensive at all, man. It's great. You got to join up. Yeah, I'll get you some literature.
They'll start doing all the work for you at like 13 years.
Eventually, at 30 years old, they'll eventually do the work for you. I'm positive.
Whenever they can't afford their own rent and they need to move back in with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, you kidding? He's never moving out. He's moving into his own place. But I'm moving into the spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be my little Kiefer Sutherland. I'll get moderately famous like Donald. We'll let him make all the money like Kiefer. Lost Boys reboot. Just putting it out there.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Not a sequel, a reboot.
A reboot. A full-on reboot. Modern times. You're not a vampire. You don't sparkle. Bruh.
Bunch of emo vampires.
Emo vampire. Yeah. I'm a vampire. Do you want me to jump off of this bridge into the fog or something? It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. Nothing really matters.
It's all darkness.
It's all darkness. God damn it, you're a lame vampire. Take the Batman vampire over you.
So I'm trying to think what has happened in the past. So what has it been? 7 months?
7 months since we dropped an episode. 7 months-ish.
There's like all the whole politics thing, I guess,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
mean,
the whole
world
pandemic
shit.
thing.
yeah, we got into the paper. Oh yeah, there's the COVID the pandemic stuff. I do have a bone to pick with that, with all the variants of COVID.
What you got?
Well, like I'm mad. I'm at this point. I'm not like I cease to be mad over there being new variants because I feel like that's just going to happen for the rest of history now. But I am mad because we had Omicron, and it ran through everybody, and Omicron was the big deal. And then they had that new variant coming out, and people are starting to call it stealth Omicron.
What?
And I'm like, how can you have a virus that you claim to be stealthy, right? It's smooth and it's stealthy. But you're gonna call it fucking stealth Omicron, and you're gonna leave the Phantom variant just lurking in the wings? Like, what the fuck? What you got? P is just up next in the alphabet, just sitting there, just lustfully wanting to be used. And no, it's stealth Omicron. No, it's the fucking Phantom variant by Tom Clancy.
There you go. Yeah, skipped right past that one, didn't we?
Yeah, that's... Or laughing. It's like all the fucking Transformers are about to come out.
Yeah. Optimus Prime variant. Oh,
This is from the Decepticon strain.
the Decepticon strain.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, there was that one article not too long ago where they had like that demon rock that split in in Japan or something.
That just recently happened. Yeah, so there was a rock that was containing I forget how many thousands of years old, but a 9-tailed fox demon lady who tried to kill the emperor way back when. And it was the stone that was holding her, and it just recently just cracked and broke open.
I did not have any bets placed on that this year.
Fuck
yeah.
yes. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Bring it on. I want to see it.
I want to see it. Yeah.
That's my own demise, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to get political, but I'm saying if she could make her way to Russia,
Yeah.
be all okay with
What's her
Putin's
name?
new
Karen?
wife. She's a 9-tailed fox demon. We're not telling him.
First name is Karen.
Her first name is Karen. Yeah. No kidding.
Destroying restaurants one by one.
Yeah. We thought she was coming for the emperor. Little did we know she wanted to see the manager. Bum, bum, bum.
I didn't know they made Yelp T-shirts back in the day, but she's sporting one.
Yeah. She has a 2,000-year-old Yelp shirt on. She wrote a review for the rock that she's been stuck in for 1,000 years. Cold, damp, 1 star.
Lighting sucks.
Lighting sucks. Service was subpar.
We're probably too close to the truth.
Yeah.
On that one.
Just rock cracks open right away. I want to see the manager of this rock. Huh?
Take me to your emperor.
Take me to the emperor.
Man,
So
you're
about
in a
that.
village, and that's a 10-day travel.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's 2021 now. There really are no emperors. Since the 70s, Star Wars made him like a bad guy. Now even the emperors like don't want to call themselves emperors. So like we could send you to like a president or a minister or about a secretary of foreign affairs, maybe? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, so demons have hatched.
Demons have hatched. Yeah.
Pandemic's still around. Dusty had a kid.
I had a kid. Yeah. Yeah. Jeff. We've all been in the paper, but Jeff's been just tickling the taint of the papers lately.
Yeah, it's been kind of odd. I guess sometimes I just can't shut up, and they keep on keeping on, you know. But yeah, what really kind of sucks is when people just like walk up to you randomly. You get off work, you're having your shift drink or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, so I was going to cook this leg of lamb. Like, how would you go about doing that?" And all of a sudden, you're talking about food again over and over when you're trying to not think about food that you went through the last 10 hours. I mean, it's flattering, I guess, but come on, don't
What
you?
if maybe just start responding with, like, so what you do first is open the bag of bread. You take out the 2 slices of bread and just put the peanut butter on one side and jelly on the other, and you put it together and you eat it. And then you have a meal in 5 seconds.
Yeah, jelly
That's
on
all
top.
I really give a shit about.
Jelly on top always.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about your fucking leg of lamb
Yeah.
because I can't afford to eat the food I
The
cook.
best way to What's the best way to cook a leg of lamb? You want to start by waking up still a little bit drunk from the night before. That feeling of sadness buried deep down inside you. Then you're going to take a good 15, 20 minutes to reflect on that sadness and sob. Not cry, but sob.
Snot bubbles, quivery lips.
Snot bubbles, quivering lips. Then after that, you're going to peel yourself out of bed and decide, you know, today isn't the day I want to kill myself. Maybe tomorrow.
There's an extended period of time where you take like a physical inventory of yourself. Like, okay, right knee is hurting a little bit more than the left knee today. Back's no
Slap parts of you that don't want to move like it's machinery.
I'm going to go as long as I can without cooking, which includes starving myself.
Yeah. I've got some ramen you could eat. Fuck ramen.
How long it takes water to boil?
Yeah, exactly. You want me to come out here, boil water?
Fuck that.
Well, it looks like breakfast and lunch are going to be a half a pack of smokes. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while to get to the whole out of bed thing. Like sometimes it takes a day or two, you know.
Yeah. That's you know, we have our groups or yoga and like any of our programs, whatever. And I'll have folks that are like, hey, just remind me or whatever. So we'll text them and talk to them. Like, hey, remember this? And they're like, dude, I'm just sleeping today. And that's our biggest thing. It's like, dude, fucking take it. Like,
Take it.
yeah, take it while you can. If you can sleep, fucking sleep. Like,
Yeah.
I am perusing Netflix today.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, if that's because it's just like just being able to recoup, you know. And me and buddies talked about like 3 days off. Like, you fucking need 3 days off almost. Like, if you can get them, they're great because that first day off is just sleep. Second day off is like, all right, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah,
And
do
like,
chores
third day
done.
off is like chores or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
like just to
I'm-
operate in a normal society.
I'm pretty sure there was a study that came out that said something similar to that, where it was like 3 days is for being a human being. That's like the best thing for you is to have at least 3 days off where you can actually like recuperate and be a human.
And I've definitely read some of those. And the thing that I called bullshit on was like, it was for people working 35 to 40 hours a week. And we all know that we're all doing 50 to 60.
Yeah.
And it was like, they're like, 3 days is good if you're doing 35 to 40. It's like, motherfucker, then how many days should we get off?
do we get
Like,
Yeah.
we're 50, 60
You need
hours.
to take off 7 days a week.
Like, might as well start looking at like oil field work or like working on the ships, you know? Like, all right, 4 weeks on, 4 weeks off. Like, all right, that sounds decent. Like, might as well fucking do that because right now it's just 4 weeks on and 2 days off, and then another 4 weeks on. Like,
I mean, restaurants should work like that. That would be like a silly fantasy world where you just had like a place like Durango or like any big city restaurant area where there's just like hundreds of restaurants. And so that they can all succeed, it's like, no, our restaurants, 2 months on, 1 month off. We just close for a month every third month. We're just closed. Your restaurant is open on that month that we're closed. You get to make the money. By the way, we go pirate rules, so we can mutiny and take over your restaurant if we feel like it.
that's not like, it is a dream, I would say still, but it's not as far out there. Like, that could almost work. Like, all right, we're going to have our full-on seasonal workers and like, come here, you work 3 months straight, and then we're going to pay you for a month. or 2 months or whatever the deal is.
Yeah.
But if you did that quarterly, have 3-month employees, it'd probably help out our system, like a different way.
Yeah, because everyone would get business.
Yeah.
Everyone would have time. People.
Because that's definitely like how we've seen the shift since COVID, is that we are becoming a more year-round business, or the economically, to bring in big words.
Economically.
I can't say it.
Economically.
But, April is typically our slowest month of the year. And that first year of COVID, everybody was hitting record numbers in the restaurants. Mm-hmm. And that has continued to be true. And, there's still like hit or miss slow days, but not consistent slow days.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jeff, I'm sure you can speak more to this because you're still in it.
Still grinding.
Yeah.
These are boots on the ground.
One thing I hate hearing is when they're like, breaking more records. I'm like, that's not the only thing getting broken here. We made enough money, okay? Like, we don't need to, like, push the envelope that far. Fuck.
And there's, like, all these different weird benefits, and that's what we kind of talked about is, like, when we first started in the weeds, is, like, we want to do a culture shift. And that's, like, if we're lucky, it'll be 10 years. Probably more like 50 years to have a huge culture shift, because this is a worldwide culture shift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what we saw with COVID is it pushed it into a 2-year culture shift. Like, everybody was like, they had that time off. They realized how much their bodies were hurting. I mean, me and you were going through surgery.
We're getting gutted and shit.
So we're like, oh yeah, this is not good on our bodies. And a lot of chefs, a lot of restaurant folks are realizing that. And they're like, oh, my body does fucking hurt from all this strain. Mm-hmm. So they started pushing for this change, and like better pay, better healthcare, whatever, just better work environment.
Yeah.
And so the restaurants were kind of forced into this, like, all right, we're gonna treat our people better because we're not gonna have any people if we don't. But now we need the public on that, like we need the public to get behind that. Yeah. And that's like just that transition of a timeline, like. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wish it could happen overnight, but it can't.
Right.
It's like we need everybody to understand this and what's going on. Like, labor costs are going up. Mm-hmm. Well, also we just had this big pandemic, so now beef is up fucking 4 times the price. Well, everything's up 4 times the price.
Yeah. Nothing's cheap anymore.
Yeah. Let's fucking end a pandemic with a war. So let's increase all those costs. Like all the shipping costs are about to go up. A&L Coors. They just started. They used to not charge for shipping costs of beer to restaurants. Now they're charging $7 a case or whatever.
Jesus.
So
that's a lot.
And don't quote me on $7. It's $7 somewhere.
It's $7 somewhere.
I can only imagine maybe $7 a keg or something like that. But still, that's a fuck ton. Yeah. If you're getting 20 kegs on a delivery, that's whatever $140 on top of shit. So you got to raise those prices somewhere. So. What do we do? Like, do you still want your food? Do you still want your restaurants? Like, do you want to go do this? And if you do, don't fucking throw a fit whenever you see those prices at the
no shit. Yeah. And if it takes 45 minutes for you to get your food, there's probably a reason for that. I guarantee the people back in the kitchen do give a fuck, and they're trying to get out as quickly as they can. Yeah. Maybe there's just not enough hands on deck, There's
obstacles. There's unseen obstacles all the time. Yeah. And a lot of you can't realize that from the front, from sitting at your table. You don't see the obstacles. You just see the time, because everyone has a phone in front of them now. So you're just watching the time. You see the time. You don't see the fucking short staffness in the back, the lack of product, any of that stuff. Malfunctioning equipment, things like that.
And that was we started here in Durango, and we kind of took a pause on it because we're trying to get it. Still like not set on the mic, but we were talking about that, like community awareness, public awareness of like what's going on. Like, this is a huge key to the success of our industry because we work with the public so closely and directly, and we started Restaurant Neighbors, #Restaurant Neighbors,
#neighbors,
and so it was like, basically what I wanted to call it was "Don't Be a Dick" campaign.
How did that not work? I mean, I feel like that would have had a lot more traction than hashtag restaurant neighbors.
Yeah, I fully agree. But you know, you can't put that banner up over Main Avenue.
I mean,
Well, maybe don't be a Richard.
Yeah.
look, he said don't be a dick. Well, yeah, but he didn't say don't be a cocksucker. So
But that was like, so we made it into the publicly friendly, non-offensive way of like share your neighborly love with our restaurant teams. And it was like targeted towards a state south of us, southeast of us, that y'all might know of.
Wyoming,
Sure.
North Dakota. What?
We didn't go to college.
Yeah.
But,
Mexico?
so that was kind of that whole goal, and we recently joined a coalition that is worldwide. It's Mental Health and Hospitality Coalition, and they're Canada, London, UK, and all that, and they're all about it. So we're about to get it. I'm meeting with them in 2 weeks, and we're gonna plan on getting that out to the world.
Yeah. Spread it.
So, and that's part of it, is just like explaining these food costs, because our troubles in our industry aren't just locally in Durango.
Oh,
or
no, they're
Colorado.
all over the world.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy talking to all, cost of housing, cost of all this, and it's just increasing everywhere.
Yeah.
And we're the ones struggling. And that was kind of, what I love about our industry is like we all do care about food. We all do, like, we have some kind of care in there. Like
Yeah.
whether we have burnout, we fucking hate somebody
even
at some
when you're
point.
burnt out, you still care about what you're
Yeah.
doing.
You still have the passion.
Yeah. And that's what we're talking about. It is like, all right, so we do want to make this change. We want to share our art or our skill with the rest of the world. But what do we do to ourselves? Like, we're still in this very self-destructive, for me at least, like, and I don't know if this goes for y'all, or at least you've probably seen it, is like very self-destructive. Like, fuck me, fuck us, fuck everything that we do.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about us. And you just get that mindset.
Yeah.
And you constantly like just beat yourself down. So that's like that change. And like, what is the change? And the opportunity we have is through the food we serve, through the drink we serve, our atmosphere, our service, whatever. Like, we make people feel, or we want to make people feel comfortable and at home. And food is a necessity.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have food to survive. Like, it's one of the fucking main things. So like, we can literally change someone's day through what we do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so recently I came up with our motto. I was really stoked about it. It was very late night, just thinking. And there might have been other things involved. But it was, for the world to see we can change it for the better, and for us to see we can change within ourselves.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And so it's like telling the world, like, hey, we can help whatever, through our food, service, drink, atmosphere, make your day better. Because it's like we're dealing with every other industry. Like, we're one of those industries that's connected to every other sector.
Everyone eats.
Yeah.
Everybody eats.
Construction guys, bankers, realtors, financial, whatever industry. They all come to lunch, breakfast, or dinner at a restaurant at some point throughout the week or 2 weeks, whatever. So we have that opportunity to change them, and say they're coming in for a lunch meeting and they're going through a big merger or whatever, like some big business talk.
We're coming in for business talk, mainly talking business and business talking.
Yeah, business.
Adult business.
Yeah. We're adults.
We're adults and we do business. Yeah.
But like, think about your emotions whenever you're hungry, like fucking, hangry,
Yep.
I'm angry because I'm here for business and doing business stuff, and I have a briefcase.
Yes. Okay, sir, here's this fucking food then. Eat this and see how you feel.
Have a sandwich. Wow, I was really being a dick there. I said business like 6 times.
So you can literally change how someone's like shifting in their mind and how they're handling some other organization that is completely separated from us, but we're still connected to that.
Yeah, I always love like seeing the glazed over satisfaction look, when they actually get satiated and they just kind of go into like that little dreamy like state for a minute, like, hey, this wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing. So we are connected to everyone, and we can change that. And I think that's the beauty of our industry, and it's like understanding too that there are other folks that are like just in it for the paycheck. Like, fuck yeah, I get that, man. Yeah. But there's some of us that do care, and how do we make it better for us? So,
you know what's been interesting to me lately that I've been seeing, the strangest ally to come to the restaurant industry, I feel like, has been TikTok. TikTok has all of a sudden become our ally. Like now it's like people are acting better at restaurants because they're like, I don't want to go viral on somebody's TikTok that acts like a dick drive-through. Right. And it's like, yeah, all of a sudden TikTok has just become the new ally of the restaurants. Like who would have thought the way to change customers was just like, make like 45-second short videos and then being dicks posted online with a caption that says like, check out this asshole.
They're gonna get calls from their moms.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious because we're actually about to start. I guess probably in April we're gonna do a TikTok, and we just hired our program coordinator. She's graduating with a sociology degree. She's worked in restaurants for 7 years, so she gets it. Mm-hmm. And she came to me the other day and she's like, I really want to start a TikTok. I was like, all right, cool, let's talk about it. Let's brainstorm. He's like, but I'm gonna act like an old man first, and my first question is, what is TikTok?
Yeah, just that, not that I'm actually asking this question, but just to prepare you if you were to get someone. What is TikTok?
Is it like tic-tac-toe or something?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to shake my ass now, or do I do that later?
How does one TikTok?
Yeah, I don't know if I can twerk. Just putting that out there before we get into this. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, and she laughed at me, of course. And but yeah, apparently it is like one of the fucking new things that's like helping out restaurant and mental health too. Like mental health and nonprofits is like huge on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
so
they're huge.
I'm very stoked to get that going.
Get your TikToks going.
Yeah.
Learn the dances.
Yeah, something. I told her, I was like, this is your project. Yeah. You just tell me what to do and I'll do it. You be my boss on TikTok.
Yeah, you tell me what to do. Okay, I'm going to need you to pop that ass. I said, pop it.
That wasn't in the grant.
Pop it, drop it, lock it, God damn it.
Okay, I will.
Okay, I want to be a TikTok.
So... super stoked about that, but yeah, that is funny. Yeah. TikTok, yeah.
No, it's silly. I've been seeing a lot of them lately, and it is like, and I'm really interested to go out more and see if it is that like, is it that easy now to just pull out your phone and just be like TikTok? Like, oh hey, whoa, bro, whoa, okay, I was gonna tip more than 10%, I promise. Don't TikTok my receipt, please.
Like the chest cameras on cops.
Or yeah, exactly. That's going to be the new thing for restaurant workers. Hi, my name's Trey. I'll be your server today. And just so you're aware, TikTok.
You are on camera.
Yeah, you are on camera. Stop dancing. Put your ass down.
I was at Denny's the other day, and you won't believe what I saw. Everybody just busting a move like fucking dancing. Shit.
Yeah. Was it flash mobs? That was the thing.
Flash mobs. Yeah, that was back in my day. We just got together and surprise danced at people.
We had to really plan it because it took 20 minutes to upload it to the internet.
Yeah. Nowadays, you kids with your TikToks just TikToking out there in traffic.
Jeez. Yeah, it's definitely one way the landscape has changed.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a really weird difference from, especially thinking about from our younger days. Like something like that was never a thing. The idea of something like that too, like if you could, like the idea of wrapping someone's head around the idea of videotaping everything is already like what. No way people would watch that. And then you're like, no, they'll watch it in like 15-second snippets. They'll watch it like it's fucking crystal meth.
Yeah.
You got more hearts than you know what to do with.
And it's crazy like how that time span, like as we see generations and like technology within generations or whatever, like before is like you could say, oh, this timeline of technology, like that lasted 20 years. And then it got down to 10 years and then 5 years. And now it's down to like... you know,
Just
2 years ago
three
you
years
had to
ago. Yeah.
log in with your password to Facebook or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
like now it's just Face ID.
Face ID, live stream it.
Yeah,
It's all on the internet.
just the transition of that.
Yeah. And it's insane. It's insanity. And how many people, I feel like not only the transition, but also the, like, I guess the versatility of it too, because it used to be like, you know, say like, take it 10 years ago. We'll take it 10 years ago. Maybe 15, but we'll say 10 for just a good number. Like,
So we don't scare younger audience
so we
away.
don't scare younger audiences. Yeah. Like, if you're posting everything online and like doing shit like that, it's like you're weirdo. You're not necessarily like a weirdo, but like you're a tech junkie. You're one of the random few where it's like, yeah, you're gonna lose me the second we have a conversation because you'll start talking about all this shit that I'll never understand. And nowadays, all that stuff is just common knowledge.
Gigabytes.
Yeah,
terabytes,
exactly. You would have started talking like, yeah, no, I need 2 gigs of RAM. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about now. It's like, of course I do, dude. I survive as a human.
What is it? Yeah, the other day I needed a flash drive. And I haven't used a flash drive for fucking 6 years, probably. Since college, pretty much.
Yeah.
I only needed, I didn't even need a gigabyte of RAM on this fucking thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to the computer store and see if they have some laying around. You know, on the shelf, it's like $15 for 30 gigs or whatever. And like something that our computers never even had 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah. 2 terabytes on a fucking flash drive. And you're like, yeah, no, my laptop was like 350 megabytes. Yeah.
And that's like just went up to the desk and was like, man, I only need like less than a gig flash drive for this update on an old ass computer. He's like, oh, and he just gave me a flash drive. He's like, yeah, this shit's trash now anyway.
I was using it to prop up my refrigerator.
Jeez.
He's like, sweet.
Cleaning out the desk.
Yeah. We have these. They're a relic from times past.
Oh yes, I remember this in 2015.
2015. Back in the olden days, it's 2015.
Only the affluent kids could order a TI 82, not an 81.
Back when people used to watch videos that were 10 minutes long. It is silly, though, too, because I do feel like that has become kind of almost like the new... and, you know, like, I've got some side projects, and I have been thinking about that lately as well. It's like the new thing is shorter times. No one's got the attention span they used to. Like, when I was growing up, like, we had, like... I had Ben-Hur on 3 VHSs. That's like a 4-hour-long movie with a 20-minute intermission. Like, get up and go take a walk because our movie is that long. And nowadays, it's like, you're lucky if you can squeeze 20 minutes out of people. Like, even some of the long-form shows, it's like, oh, yeah, maybe you'll get people for an hour, but those shows are even falling off. Like, yeah, might as well break it up into 2 half hours because that's all you're going to get these people for.
Right.
The future is just going to be 45-second snippets.
It's a 7-hour movie, but it's in 30-minute
It's
episodes.
in 45-second TikToks. And then we went to the... And now we're at the...
Yeah, people like still look at me weird for reading a book on a bus and not being on a phone, you know? Like, I still like reading. Come on.
Well, they're reading books. It's just on their phone.
Shit.
What's that guy doing? Doesn't he know? This is how you read a book. It's flat and you scroll through it.
You know how many trees you just murdered with that?
And you get notifications while you're reading your book.
God damn.
Yeah. Like, check it out. Becky just posted a TikTok.
Distraction.
Yeah. Oh, check it out. Distraction. Oh, look. Distraction.
Distraction noise.
Bing. Everything's got a different tone, too.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to sound like an old man, but it is a thing. Cell phones now, it used to be like you get 2 sounds. You got a phone call noise, and you got a not technically a phone call noise. Text messages, anything else fell under the second noise.
You keep that Tinder noise on silent
Yeah.
while you're on a date.
Nowadays, yeah, everything's got its own sound effect.
Oh, that's Tinder.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Somebody
oh, that's
swiped
Tinder.
right.
Yeah, no, that was Twitter. Oh, no, it's TikTok. Someone liked my ass shaking video. Was it my Tinder date?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, that was... Yeah, we definitely might have ruined accidentally a relationship at the ranch the other night. A woman left her phone and her boyfriend called, but it was not the man that was with her at the ranch.
Oh, no.
And I'm just the bartender.
I'm just the bartender, sir.
Your phone rings and it says love. I'm like, oh, it's the guy that was here earlier tonight. I was never at the ranch tonight. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me ask you for a quick question. What's your girl's digits?
Because I got her phone here.
Because I got her phone here. I just need to know how to call it.
And I'm too busy to answer any questions now, so click.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, you're breaking up. Static. You just say the word static? Static. Crackle noise. Crackle noise. Sorry. I'm in a tunnel. Your wife's tunnel, bitch.
You should download Tinder now.
Download Tinder now. Because I can guarantee there's at least one girl on there you'd match with.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's my wife. I'd be weird if I matched with her. It's like the modern version of that Pina Colada song. Yeah, did she accept my abs pic?
Trying to think of the newer lyrics.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy sweeping right?
Yeah, if you like swiping right.
Swiping left in the rain.
Yeah. If you shake your rats on TikTok.
All right, well, I got to hit the restroom real quick.
Yeah, I think we'll take a little break here and come back and finish her out.
Sounds good to me.
We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors. I told you guys not to drink. And we are back.
Bet you didn't miss us.
Yep, it's been a long time for you guys, I know.
Were there even commercials in that?
Yeah, there was a word from our sponsors, but it was my AA sponsors. I told him, I warned him about his drinking. I said, hey, even if you are going to drink, maybe keep it on the down low. Don't post it on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, I don't listen very well.
I shake my ass on TikTok at that.
Jeez. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened, and well, it's actually back to be talking to all you guys. You know.
Yeah, it's good to be back on the mics. It will tell the people what you've been up to, Jeff. You've been doing some culinary things, right?
Yeah, it's kind of what the hands do.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. You know, it's kind of like when you have too many potatoes, so you buy leeks. Then you have too many leeks, and you buy potatoes, and it's a vicious cycle.
Vicious wall.
You son of a bitch.
Come on, you knew something was coming.
It's a vicious cycle.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yeah.
Yep, dad jokes for days.
Yeah. And I'm somebody's dad. I'm the one supposed to be making the dad jokes over here.
Stealing your thunder.
Stealing my thunder. It's okay, I'm bad at dad jokes.
You know what makes a dad joke?
Not pulling out.
Well, there is that. No, it's apparent.
You son of a bitch.
I'll be here all day. Well, not really.
Not really.
My voice will be on the internet. So
Yeah, it'll be on here. You can rewind. Just put it in your tape deck.
Yeah, well, St. Patty's Day's right around the corner again.
Yeah, that's right. We're coming up on the old Patrick's Day.
And I don't know, the boss people had the great idea of doing corned beef and cabbage this year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an innovative idea.
And
Who would have thunk?
they're really pulling it.
Yeah.
But, at our operation, I explained to him that a whole fork and knife meal was probably not the thing that we usually stick with. But I do plan on making a glorified Reuben out of it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's the way you got to do it there. Because honestly, I've been a party to doing the same thing multiple times in a row, and it never once has worked out to where it's gone to more than like 4 people.
How do you like wax paper in your dinner as well?
Yeah. Like even if you plate it, people are like going to get the plate, and they're going to be like, fuck am I doing with a plate? This isn't a plate type of place.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to have to readjust my Reuben idea because I can't probably use Russian dressing on it right now.
No, use Ukrainian dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a little spin on it.
Put a little spin on it. Yeah.
Is that gunpowder in there?
Gunpowder. Yeah.
Disclaimer. We are in support of Ukraine, but
We are. We fully support Ukraine.
but jokes too soon might happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
There's light in here, and we're trying to make the light of the deal. I don't know.
Trying to make light of the situation. Because there's no light in Russia.
Well, at least
It's still wintertime.
It's still wintertime. Yeah. It's always winter in Russia.
Do they have daylight savings? There's no savings.
There's no savings in Russia. We have daylight giving to government. Yeah. We have 2 TV stations. One TV station is propaganda. Second TV station tells you turn back to propaganda TV station.
Well, at least I know I'll get a decent break at work by sitting in HR.
Yeah. That's always a good time. Hanging out with HR, giving them the whatnots. And
See if they want to do a crossword puzzle or something. I don't know.
explaining to them what a passion propeller is. Now, I didn't want to do this, HR, but since you asked, I do have to make that sound every time.
Yeah, first time I get kicked out of HR.
Well, she asked.
Go back to the kitchen.
Go back to get back in your hole.
I think that was my favorite, was coming in and as a chef that was not privy to the terms, and first thing he asked me was, just what is an Alabama chili dog? And I just blank, just what? What is this meeting? And my son comes home the other day and goes, Mom, what's an Alabama chili dog? I was like, oh God.
Yeah, it's a regular chili dog, but with pickled jalapenos, right? Yeah. That's what we do down there.
Whatever you do, don't Google search it. Definitely don't have the images pulled up.
Yeah, actually, do Google search it. Click on images first. I want to be here to see your reaction.
Reaction video time.
Reaction video time.
Well, hell, let me get my Etch-a-Sketch. I could draw this out for you.
I need it for my TikTok.
Oh, no.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites I've ever had at a restaurant I worked at back in the day with one of our other guests, Sean. He used to work there as well. But we had a lady come up to the expo window one night, and she was one of the front of the house people. And she came up and leaned in the window and just asked the question openly to the kitchen, what is a raw dog?
Oh, no.
It's like, my friend said he was raw dogging. He's raw dogging some trogs. What's a raw dog? So like when you eat a hot dog and you don't put the mustard and ketchup on it, it's kind of like that, but a penis without a condom.
Enjoy those visuals.
Enjoy those visuals. It's still in a hot dog bun, right?
Might be in a bun.
It might be in a bun. It might be served. It might be served open face. You never know.
It's not FDA certified, that's for
It
sure.
is for sure not. Yeah. It's the opposite. It's FDA uncertified.
I can't remember what it was I was making a week or two ago, but it came out to be like a pretty fancy presentation or whatever. And somebody looks at it and I go, well, how do I eat this? My first response, orally. I mean, I don't know how.
Well,
yeah. So, yeah.
Remind me not to ask you how your weekend was, Jeff. So there I was.
and this is why a back of house does not work front of house.
We get into trouble.
Yeah. Accused me of hiding in the kitchen. Like, no, this is what you want.
Yeah. I was actually, funny story, back to the house working in front of the house. My most recent job, I got scolded at one point because I've got a bad Google review. And someone had specifically called me out. And it was one of those when they did the Google review, everyone was like, who could they even be talking about? And then I read the wordage, the way they worded it, and I was like, that sounds like a joke that I made. I don't know how they heard it. I don't think I made it to them. I think I made it somewhere else, and they must have overheard it. It must have drifted somehow. But the sad part about it was they called me racist. In their Google review, they were like, this racist dude. And the thing that got me was you could read the verbiage of exactly what they said. And it was very clear that I was hating on a specific race. But it was not the race that they took it to be. I was very clearly hating on white people, which I openly do pretty often.
It's the only race you can make fun of.
I will openly be like, "Oh, white people suck." Fuck whitey.
Don't call me white.
And they had their Google review, and I was like, somehow the first part of it was like, this guy's a racist. Clearly, he's like a white supremacist. And then they reworded the joke, which was how I found out that it was probably me involved in it. And I was like, no, even reading that when you rewrote it, how could you think that I in any way hated anyone other than white people? Because I was very clearly hating on white people real hard. I could understand if you were like, I'm a whitey and I'm offended, because that's what white people do 90% of the time. Fucking white people. Yeah.
Was it? I think Tom Segura says it best, talking about so what racial slurs can you say, Tom? Anything against white people. Cracker, honky.
Honky, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, all of those are acceptable. At least in my book. I feel like we've got I feel like we've got reparations. Basically, white people need to have 200 years worth of just getting their asses torn apart, just getting ripped on. And then it's okay, now we can say, okay, let's stop ripping on white people.
Still have some work to do.
Several thousand years. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be several thousand. It might be a couple hundred.
There's some research involved.
There's some research involved. We need a whole hate on whitey's department to figure that out.
One of my recent kitchens, I was working with pretty much nothing but my Mexicano brethren, which I love to death, and they're super nice. They're yeah, you actually work really good for a white guy. I'm like, well, thanks. I appreciate that. I let them know the only reason why I'm white is because all the goddamn scar tissue from all the years in the kitchen.
Yeah.
They seem to get it.
It's just all the built-up scar tissue, which is funny because you are extremely white.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, you're not one of those guys where it's no one's gonna see you and question maybe a little bit something now.
Now they see me and they put on their sunglasses.
Yeah. You're the inspiration for white bread.
Yeah. No kidding.
We need to make something that pasty and pale.
Well, I guess typically I try not to show more skin than my hands and my face, and even my face is mostly covered by beard now, so
yeah.
There might be
little. You show your eye holes.
Yeah. 1.5% of my body is visible to public.
That's good. I mean,
keep it that way, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's where the mask helped during COVID.
Yeah.
Loved it.
You could cover up. I'll still mask up. And I'm not even like, I'm vaccinated and all that, so I'm not trying to be safe. But there are times where I'm like, I'm going out somewhere and I'm like, I'm going to throw a mask on just so I can get in and out without anybody noticing me.
There you go.
Like, I just want to get 2 zucchinis and get the fuck out of the grocery store. I don't want to stop for 3 conversations. Mask and glasses. I'm going to look like the fucking Unabomber. Hood up.
It still cracks me up. Like, oh, gotta go into the bank. Where's my mask? You know? Well,
Yeah.
got the bandana today. Keeping it old school.
Yep.
Getting it old school. Yeah, the bandana's fun because then you get to look like an outlaw.
Yes. Keep Durango tradition alive.
Traditional. Yeah.
It's not the Mild West.
Yeah. I didn't even want to carry a gun, but I had this bandana, so I was like, I've got to carry 2 guns now.
Bobert is our representative.
Yeah, she is.
Jeez.
Lauren Boebert, it's that crazy bitch, crazy lady, running the shit right now. And she constantly reaches out to us local Colorado people. I like to constantly respond with just random stuff. Like the last time she sent me an email, my reply was just send nudes. Fuck it. Once she called me, or her representatives called, and I just picked up the phone and yelled for a good minute and then just hung up. Just, ah! 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 Click. I hope you got the message from what I was saying.
I think this person called Life Alert and had the wrong number.
Help, I'm falling and I can't get up. What, was your falling due to the government being controlled by the deep state? Is it because Biden's secretly Jeffrey Epstein in disguise?
No, it was vodka.
No, it's just vodka. No, then you should have called Life Alert, not Lauren Boebert. She would have helped you with those first 2 things. I've fallen and I'm planning an insurrection. That's it. That's a call for Boebert.
I hope she's not listening to this because that will be a call.
Oh, I hope she is listening to this. And I hope she sends those nudes. I'm just saying.
Any PR is good PR, right?
Any PR is good PR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may or may not leak them onto the internet, but let's just saying I do. That'll make a lot more money than the podcast.
Oh, camera's dying.
Oh, yeah. The video is full.
Oh, well.
I guess it's telling us to go home.
Full of phony jokes.
Full of phony it shut up. Lauren Boebert just shut off her camera.
Well, yeah. Government's watching.
The government's watching because of the deep state.
I'm already on episode 5 of MK Ultra, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, MK Ultra, I was a part of that.
Product of that.
A product of that. Yeah.
That does sound like some insurrection shit.
It does. Insurrection sounds like a very dirty word, too. Like, I feel like we should come up with a different word for trying to take over the government, because insurrection sounds like porno dirty.
like blue balls or something like that.
Yeah.
Erection is in it.
Then I flipped the girl over and gave her the insurrection. It's a combination of insert and erection, and somehow it doesn't have anything to do with inserting or erections.
I feel like it's like the opposite. Like you're in there and completely non-erect anymore.
Non-erect.
I just
non-rection. They did a pull-out non-rection.
And
yeah, I think we might got our title for this one now. Why is insurrection not a dirty word?
Why is it though? I mean, really, it's like a combo word between insert and erection, which are like the 2 dirtiest words. And then you put them together, and that's even dirtier. And then you put them together, and it's like, that's not a bad word anymore. Like, how? Is Harvey Weinstein writing the dictionaries these days?
Jeez.
We're going to have a follow-up Herald article.
Yeah, follow up article.
Just straight from Herald. Like, we take back everything we said
take
from these
back
two
everything.
organizations.
You guys aren't that cool.
Turns out they aren't that cool.
And we'll get another 100 followers.
While parents are just emailing the fucking Herald over and over again. My kid heard this on there.
My kid heard this podcast on the internet, and he now says insurrection and chuckles.
Still wants to know what an Alabama chili dog
He
is.
still doesn't know what an Alabama chili dog is. We're going to need a follow-up episode just detailing that. Hey, folks, welcome to Chewed Up and Spit Out. Today we're making some Alabama chili dogs.
Welcome to our glossary edition.
Yeah.
We're going to go over some terms with you.
Some terms. Yeah. This is required terms to understand the podcast.
If you want to make it in the restaurant, you need to understand these terms.
Yeah.
And be able to say most of them in Spanish, too.
Yeah. I mean, I do love it when outside of restaurant people and dabbling in the outside of the restaurant. I definitely had someone ask me the question. Multiple people asked me the question, like, "What's the gnarliest thing you've ever heard in a restaurant?" Or like,
Oh, jeez.
like how is it so burly compared to this? And I looked at one dude and I told him, I'm like, I can't even say the thing that I heard in this conversation, in this building. I feel bad even saying these words. Like, the truth is, like, any of you non-restaurant people listening, like, you know, your job might be hard, but has your boss ever threatened to scoop out your eyeball, fill the hole with peanut butter, and skull fuck you? Because that's a quick, direct threat I've heard in the restaurant before.
Yeah.
Like, boss, do these juliennes look good? If I have to tell you one more time, I will scoop out your goddamn eyeball, fill the hole with peanut butter, and skull fuck you into submission. Okay, I'm going to say they're good.
My eyes just got really sticky. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I'm sorry for asking questions.
It's like, how about ask, what's the mellowest thing? And even then.
Yeah.
Even then.
Someone once said they would spit in my mouth, and I was thirsty. So I guess that's the nicest thing.
That's we're called it y'all were joking, the 4-hour circle jerk.
Yeah.
It's like, first thing that came to mind was, I don't remember what it was. We're talking on the line, like, what if this happened or whatever, the what ifs. And guy's like, I'd rather be caught in a circle jerk with my dad and my granddad on either side. I'm like,
Oh.
like, that's not even that bad, but goddamn, man.
Valid point. Yeah.
And that I would say is the mellowest thing.
Yeah, the circle jerk of chaos.
Yeah, circle jerk.
God damn it.
It's like a tornado, but we all finish.
I think they'd be like a hurricane.
Or nobody does. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's a good note to call it on.
Yeah. Sleep tight, everybody.
Sleep tight. Have a good night. Thanks all of you for joining us. Episode 1 of season 2. Technically our 50th. Big number 50. The crowd is going absolutely wild. They're all real, I assure you.
Not a clap track.
Not a clap track at all.
It's a big room.
It's a big room.
Huge.
Yeah, full of people.
You can see it on the video on YouTube.
Yeah, check out YouTube.
Well, hey, Blaine, thanks for coming back on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. That was awesome. And fucking A.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Great having you. A good non-PG-13 follow-up to our article.
Now that we have everybody listening.
It's about time to scare them away.
This is the real shit.
This is the real shit.
Jeez.
Oh, these people sound tarnished. Let me listen to the podcast. Yeah.
I'm never eating out again.
I'm never eating out again. Yeah. That's why your wife left you, damn it.
No.
Should have ate out.
Please support your local restaurant and hospitality staff in town, and tip well, and go say thank you to the fucking kitchen for once in your life.
Say thank you. Be nice. If you're a listener and you're not in the industry and you're kind of getting your insight on the industry, just be nice to the people. Everyone will appreciate it. Be a little bit nicer. Realize that, like we said earlier, your 45-minute ticket time means 1,000 times more to them than it does to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
That's
fully
a
agree with
fact.
that. And that's, just be supportive and understanding.
Yeah. And
Think
if,
ahead. Think ahead of time.
yeah.
Place your order ahead of time. If you know you only have 20 minutes for lunch, fucking call an hour
Call it
ahead.
in. Call it in. Yeah.
And ordering in the last 5 minutes of dinner service is not the way to get on our good side.
Yeah, no. You can eat your own testicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that well done steak and shove it.
Shove it right up your ass. We'll put it in a blender for you.
We might
have
even
to-
assist you.
Yeah. We have enema bags in the back. We'll paste that shit right up your pasty.
Plenty of oil for lube.
Plenty of oil. Oh, yeah. Hope you like fryer oil, fucker.
It's coming out at 350 degrees.
350 degrees. And if you are in the industry and you're listening to this, then we're there with you.
Yeah.
We're there for you.
We
We
fucking
hurt
love
too.
you, but also fuck off.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. We love you, but I mean, come on, bro. Come on.
fucking love you.
Hit us up, harass us.
I think that's the correct love language in our industry. It's just
I love you, but like, fuck off for a minute.
Eat a dick. Come on.
I feel at home.
Oh, the way he verbally abuses me makes me know I'm loved.
Oh, he even called me a cunt today. That means he really loves me.
He really loves me.
I've gained attention.
Yeah, paying attention. I'm somebody's.
All right, well, sweet. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome as always. We had awesome food.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Grill was a success, I would say.
Yeah, the little grill. Check out the video if you haven't already. We got a little short video going with this. That's Blaine cooked us up some wings and kielbasa's and stuffed peppers on a grill that plugs into his goddamn truck.
Technology.
Technology.
Modern technology.
It's the future. It's
It's
even
the
got
future.
Wi-Fi. It's a grill with Wi-Fi. You can do TikToks from your grill.
The grill TikToks. I
The
don't know
grill
what it
TikToks.
means.
I don't know how that works. I'm still too old to know what a TikTok is, but the grill's doing it.
Dusty, don't do that while you're cooking.
Yeah.
You're going to get bacon grease splattered somewhere.
I still don't know how to twerk.
We try to get back in the restaurant industry, but they won't let us because of that TikTok
They
video.
won't let us because of that TikTok video.
All right.
All
Sweet.
right. This
Yeah.
is still Jeff just clocking off and enjoying everything else.
Yeah. You folks have a good night. Hit us up. You can find us just about anywhere at Howley Boys, HAOLEBOYS. Look for us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good shit.
TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, you can look for us on TikTok. We don't really have a presence there, but we're gonna. Yeah, I'm oiling up my back joints as we speak, getting ready for that booty popping.
All right. Have a nice night, everybody.
Good night.
Peace.